Welcome to Lesson 151 of EFT Tapping with the Course in Miracles workbook. You can watch Lesson 1 for the full description of what we're doing here. So, Lesson 151, all things are echoes of the voice for God. Let's go to the side of the hand, repeating after me. Even though I currently judge what is real and unreal based on what I perceive with my senses, I choose to accept myself and also open my mind to today's lesson. All things are echoes of the voice for God. Even though I currently base my judgment on what the body perceives, and I choose to accept myself and how natural that is, but also open my mind to today's lesson. All things are echoes of the voice for God. And even though, from my current form of perception, people may seem worthy of judgment, attack and defense may seem necessary, I choose to have compassion for myself and to open my mind to today's ideas. All things are echoes of the voice for God. Okay, now let's go through the points. All things are echoes of the voice for God. No one can judge on partial evidence. That is merely an opinion based on ignorance and doubt. You do not seem to doubt the world you see through the body's eyes, nor do you ask why you believe it. Even though you learned a long while since, your senses do deceive. Your judgment rests upon the witness that your senses offer you. My senses have deceived me many times. You've often been urged to refrain from judging, not because it is a right to be withheld from you. You cannot judge. You merely believe all of the ego's judgments, all of which are false. I choose to notice this, welcoming any fear or resistance that brings up, any sense of instability. What the ego defends, it tells you is yourself. It is its own despair it sees in you. I choose to recognize this ego identification. I choose to hear not its voice. I choose to learn to doubt the ego evidence and let the voice for God alone be judge of what is worthy of your own belief. He will not tell you that your brother should be judged. He recognizes the holy light. I choose to let this guide my seeing. Let him be judge of what you are. For unlike the ego, he has certainty. I choose to accept his word for what you are. For he bears witness to your beautiful creation. And the mind whose thought created your reality. Let him be the judge as well of everything that seems to happen to you in this world. He will remove all faith you have placed in pain and suffering. He will select the elements in them which represent the truth. He will reinterpret all you see. You will see love beyond the hate. I choose to release this to him. Such is your resurrection. You see the holy face of Christ in everything. And hear in everything. No sound except the echo of God's voice. We practice wordlessly today, except at the beginning of the time we spend with God. A single slow repeating of the thought. All things are echoes of the voice for God. Give him your thoughts. He will give them back as miracles. Spend 15 minutes when you awake and another 15 before you go to sleep. Your ministry begins as all your thoughts are purified. Now do we lift our resurrected minds in gladness. And we will hourly remember him as we give him thanks. The world unites with us and happily accepts our holy thoughts, which heaven has corrected and made pure. Okay, take a breath. Yeah, so 15 minutes morning and when you awake and before bed, 15 minutes slow repetition of the lesson's thought, and then practicing wordlessly. So I hope this helps you. Like I said, these are still kind of the longer, dense lessons. So just take your time, let it process through. Tap again if any resistance comes up or resistance to practicing. I look forward to seeing you on the next lesson, 152. Thanks.